Hi everyone, Amanda here, and this is my informative speech. Muhammad Ali once said, "Friendship is the hardest thing to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned it, the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything." While explaining friendship may be difficult, as Muhammad Ali said, scientists worldwide have devoted thousands of studies to discovering the benefits, if any, to friendship. Is there science based evidence that there are benefits to having friends and social connections? Simply, the answer is yes. Scientists have proven in multiple studies there are positive benefits we gain from forming strong interpersonal relationships. Benefits like better overall physical health, improved mental health, and helps us live longer lives. First, better physical health, overall health is everyone's goal. Science has shown us that just having friendships helps us get closer to that goal. Claire Yang did a 2 decade long study and documented her findings in the Proceedings Journal of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States that strong social connections was associated with a lower risk of high blood pressure. They found that the effects of social isolation on high blood pressure were far greater than the clinical risk factors such as diabetes. That same study noted that social isolation or low social support can cause chronic activation of the immune, neuroendocrine, and metabolic body systems, which increased risk of common aging related diseases like cardiovascular disease. In adolescence, Yang noted that the lack of interpersonal relationships were more likely to have a higher body mass index and larger waist circumference. What does all that mean? In simple terms, when you have someone who genuinely cares and is concerned for your well being, you naturally increase your self care. Adversely, if isolated and lacks a social circle, you're more likely to neglect yourself and your health. The evidence obviously shows positive benefits to our physical health, but what about our mental health? The second proven benefit of friendship is the improvement of our mental health. Elizabeth Irwin published an article in the Journal of Early Interventions that says friendship can reduce stress and strengthen our self-confidence. An APA journal article on loneliness as a risk factor for depression cites a lack of social support as a known risk factor for depression. Additionally, it stated those who had close friendships over the teenage years have a lower rate of depression and anxiety later in life. Many people find talking to family about mental health difficult. So having a good friend to turn to in times of struggle can reduce the downward spiral of depression. We live in a time where our future seems uncertain, and most people want to know, how do I live longer? The answer is friends. As we age, our social circle naturally shrinks. Loneliness and isolation are common as we age. Julianne Holt Lundstad wrote an article published by PLOS Medicine called Social Relationships and Mortality Risk. And in that article, she cited 148 studies that supported the fact that people with strong social connections are 50% more likely to live longer than those living a more isolated life, regardless of age, sex, or health status. That same article said older adults who were living a socially active life and made socializing a priority were associated with higher late life satisfaction. In conclusion, if we want to live longer, improve our mental health, and have better overall physical health, we need friends. It's hard to ignore the science from all different medical specialties that all overwhelmingly agree that friendship is a vital part of our positive existence and our well-being. While Muhammad Ali may not have been able to define friendship, I think Dr. Seuss said it best. To the world, you may be just one person, but to just one person, you may be the world. Thank you.